Hey there, friends. Welcome back to the official FinFlix channel, where we try to make finance interesting and fun. Today we will be looking at why most people stay broke and don't even know it. Do you know how to spot a rich person? Let me tell you. The majority of the time they are walking around with their head held high, shoulders straight back, chest forward, because they have no fear in them. They feel safe. Their wealth acts like a shield, protecting them from financial worries. They don't need to be concerned about losing their job or not having enough money. They just do them. Their movements are slow and calculated. Like the way a lion takes its time before attacking its prey, they take their time before making big decisions because they understand that these decisions will have an impact on them and those around them. On the other hand, you have the broke guy who walks around with his head down, shoulders slumped forward, cowering. He has no financial shield to protect him from the outside world, so he spends his life worried, stressed, and anxious about money. When you're broke, your anxiety often gets the best of you. You make rash decisions because you feel like you're running out of time, and you need to do something now. But here's the harsh reality. The average American thinks they're worth more than $1 million when in reality, they're only worth $270,000. Now, imagine if you had a shield but you didn't realize it. You walk through life without even knowing you're being protected. That's exactly what most people do. And this lack of awareness keeps them broke and trapped. In fact, 41% of Americans have zero retirement savings at all, while 36% have less than $10,000 saved. Here's another mind-blowing stat for you. Nearly half of Americans would struggle to cover a $400 unexpected expense. What's worse is that the majority of them would use credit cards to deal with the situation. It's a vicious cycle. These folks have no emergency fund to fall back on, so they're forced to use credit cards. This just adds to their financial burden and keeps them stuck in a cycle of debt and financial struggle. If you want to break free from being broke without even realizing it, then stick around. Here's a story that'll help you see things clearly. Once upon a time in a bustling city, there lived two men named Alex and Ben. Both were hardworking individuals who wanted to make something of themselves. They worked hard every day, but their financial situations were worlds apart. Alex was always hustling, trying to make quick money. He took on odd jobs here and there and made some decent cash. But as soon as he got paid, his money vanished on things that didn't really matter. He spent it on fancy dinners, expensive clothes, and the latest gadgets. His friends often joined him on these spending sprees, and they'd go all out, living large for a few days until their money ran out again. Alex was always in debt, relying on credit cards to fund his lifestyle. Each month he'd receive statements detailing his purchases and the amount he owed, but he just tossed them aside, pretending he'd deal with it later. He never thought about the long-term consequences of his actions. On the other hand, Ben was a bit different. Sure, he liked to have fun too, but he was also smart with his money. While Alex was spending his earnings, Ben was saving a portion of his paycheck. He knew that one day his hard work would pay off. He took his finances seriously and invested wisely, diversifying his portfolio over the years. He understood the power of compounding interest and let it work its magic. Ben didn't just save money, he made it grow. As time went on, Alex's financial situation became increasingly dire. Despite working hard, he found himself trapped in a cycle of debt and financial instability. His mounting debts and high-interest payments consumed a significant portion of his income, leaving him with little left over for necessities. He tried to get ahead, but it seemed like no matter how much he worked, he just couldn't escape this cycle. Alex grew resentful towards Ben, seeing his friend's financial success as a constant reminder of his own struggles. He started to envy Ben's comfortable life and questioned why he couldn't achieve the same level of financial stability. Meanwhile, Ben remained focused on his goals. He continued to invest wisely, keeping a close eye on his portfolio and adjusting his strategy as needed. He understood that building wealth was a marathon, not a sprint, and that consistency was key. As Ben's investments grew, so did his net worth. He steadily accumulated assets that provided him with a strong financial foundation and long-term security. Unlike Alex, Ben wasn't swayed by envy or resentment. He recognized that everyone's journey was unique, and that comparing himself to others could lead to unnecessary stress and dissatisfaction. Years went by and the lives of Alex and Ben diverged significantly. Alex, burdened by debt and financial instability, struggled to make ends meet and provide for his family. He found it difficult to save money, and any extra cash quickly disappeared into more debt. His situation became increasingly desperate, and he felt trapped in a downward spiral. On the other hand, Ben's financial situation continued to improve. His investments had grown substantially, and he had built a solid financial foundation for himself and his family. He was able to enjoy his life without worrying about money, and he had the financial freedom to pursue his interests and hobbies. The stark contrast between their financial situations became evident when both men reached retirement age. Alex, with his poor financial habits and lack of foresight, had very little to show for his years of work. He had no retirement savings and was still in debt, forced to rely on Social Security benefits. He struggled to maintain a decent standard of living and often worried about paying his bills. In contrast, Ben's retirement was a far more comfortable affair. Thanks to his wise financial planning and investing, he had accumulated a substantial amount of wealth. He didn't have to worry about money in his old age and could comfortably enjoy his leisure time, travel, and spend time with his loved ones. As Alex looked back on his life, he couldn't help but feel regret. He realized that his failure to manage his finances had robbed him of a more comfortable future. He saw Ben's success and sulked over the missed opportunities and bad decisions that had led him to this point. Ben, on the other hand, felt a sense of satisfaction knowing that he had worked hard and made smart choices. He understood that his financial stability wasn't just about money, but about having control over his future and being able to provide for his family. The stark contrast in their situations served as a reminder of the importance of financial responsibility, planning, and the power of good decisions. Now, let's bring it back to reality. If you can relate to Alex's story, don't worry. It's not too late to turn things around. Take a look at where you are right now. Are you coasting through life without thinking about the future? Or are you proactively shaping your financial destiny? Think about the steps you're taking today and whether they are leading you towards the kind of financial situation you want to be in down the road. You can start by setting clear financial goals. Ask yourself what you really want out of life. Is it financial independence, early retirement, or leaving a legacy for your loved ones? Once you have a good idea of what you want, break it down into smaller, achievable goals. For example, if you want to retire early, figure out how much money you'll need and by when. Then work backward to set milestones along the way. Having concrete goals gives you a roadmap and helps keep you motivated. Next, create a budget. You can't reach your financial goals if you don't know where your money is going. Track your expenses, identify areas where you can cut back and allocate more money towards savings and investments. A budget doesn't mean you have to deprive yourself. It's about making conscious choices and prioritizing what truly matters to you. It's also crucial to avoid lifestyle inflation. As your income grows, resist the urge to upgrade your lifestyle significantly. Instead, continue living within your means and use any extra money to boost your savings and investments. This might mean waiting before buying that luxury car or living in a modest home while you focus on building your wealth. It's about delaying gratification and staying committed to your long-term goals. Education is key. Invest in your financial education. Read books, attend seminars, or take courses to improve your money management skills. Understand the basics of investing and learn about different investment options. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to make informed financial decisions. Don't shy away from seeking professional advice either. A financial advisor can help you create a personalized plan based on your circumstances and goals. Finally, embrace the mindset of a wealthy person. As we discussed earlier, it's not just about money. It's about confidence, resilience, and control over your financial future. Visualize yourself achieving your financial goals and embrace the positive emotions associated with that success. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals who inspire and support you on your journey. So ask yourself, which path will you walk down? Will it be the one of reckless abandon and endless struggle, or the path of financial wisdom and freedom? The choice, my friend, is entirely yours. And remember, true wealth isn't just about money. It's about living a life on your terms, free from financial worries and full of opportunities. If you liked this video or found it useful, share it, drop it a like, and don't forget to subscribe. And click on the notification bell so you know when our latest videos drop. Thank you for watching. Until next time.